I've got an example that I want to show you that I personally think is one of the best examples God's ever given me. I've used this on TV a couple times, so I'm not going to take a long time to do it tonight. But this is a puzzle, a 6,000-piece puzzle. And, you know, when you have a dream or a goal, what you usually see is the finished product. You don't see what it's going to take to get there. You see the finished product. When God called me into ministry, I saw in my heart this big going around the world preaching the gospel, doing the kind of things that I'm doing now. But I had no idea how long it would take and what it would cost personally in time and effort and being committed to do that. When you start a new business, when you start a new ministry, whatever it is, when we begin, even if it's I want to lose 25 pounds, day one, we see ourselves skinny. But that's going to take a lot of not eating what you want to eat to get there. Or when you decide you're going to work out, you may look at somebody, maybe you're a woman and you see a woman that's in really good shape and you think, oh man, that's what I want to be. Or maybe you're a guy and you see a guy with these big muscles and you think, wow, man, I'm going to look like that. Well, you see a finished product, but then you got to stick to. Come on, everybody say, I'm going to learn to stick. You got to learn to stick to the plan all the way through. Well, usually if you go out and buy a puzzle, I mean, I used to work crossword puzzles when I was little. I don't do it anymore now, but if you've ever bought a crossword puzzle, you buy it because you like the picture on the box. It's just like when God gives you a dream or a vision for your life, or you have a goal, something that you want to reach. You see the picture. Well, I'm not going to do it, but usually I'll open this box up and throw these 6,000 pieces out on the table, and it's pretty overwhelming. Right away you think, oh my, what have I gotten into? It takes a long time just to turn all the pictures over to where you can, the pieces over is where you can see the pictures on the top of the pieces. But here's the thing that I've noticed about this that I think is a great example. If you look at this, any puzzle that's a scenery picture, most of that is green and blue. Can I tell you there's a lot of green and blue in life? Little bit of color down here, but most of it is green and blue. And you know, if you're putting together that puzzle, if you've ever put together one, you know you put all the blue pieces together and you put all the green pieces together. And boy, sometimes you just get so tired of the blue. When you just think you can't stand it anymore, maybe you'll get to put one little edge of the pink in and it encourages you. Or you just get really, really tired of the green because it all starts to look alike. Well, you know what? I think when people give up, it's because they're in a time of just mundane, every day, doing the same thing over and over and over and over. Get up and drive in traffic and go to work and put up with work and get your paycheck and come home and pay your bills and cook the food and do the dishes and go to the grocery store and pay the bills and yell at the kids and, you know, all that stuff. And I don't care what life you have or whose life you had, you would still go through some of that. I have got an amazing life, but I'm going to be really honest with you and tell you there are times when I get tired of doing what I'm doing. Yes. Now, and you know, that's almost hard to say because I'm so blessed, but anybody that would stand up here and tell you the truth would tell you the same thing. Right. There's not one of us in this building that doesn't sometimes think, can I do this one more time? Isn't that right? And we do. And so it's useless to think, well, I wish I had your life, and I wish I had your life, and if I only had your life, because I can tell you, everybody's life, no matter how successful they are, everybody has to go through the green and the blue to ever get to the full picture. Amen? Some of the things you're doing now that you're dissatisfied with, there were times in your life where you thought, oh man, if I could just do that. Oh wow, if I could just be married. And now you're thinking, oh, I just want to have a baby. I just want to have kids. Come on, do I need to beat this bush very long? And so, I believe what God is looking for is faithful people who will see things through to the finish. It doesn't take any special talent to start something, but it takes a lot to see something all the way through to the finish. Come on, give God a praise.
We hope you enjoyed this teaching. To get more from Joyce, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a thing.